Hey, I got a question for you. Are you ready to become an unstoppable force of nature on the battlefield? To gargle nails for breakfast and spin them at your enemies? To laugh in the face of danger as you cleave through your enemies with unadulterated rage? If you want a class that's all about hitting with the force of an entire planet and being too angry to die, then my friend, the 2024 Barbarian, is screaming your name. In this guide, we're going to be doing a level-by-level breakdown of the Barbarian and each of their 4 classes in the 2024 Player's Handbook. By the end, you'll have everything you need to build the ultimate dealer of destruction for your next D&D campaign. So let's get ready to rage! Whew, lost my cool there. First things first, I'm Sir Bearsworth, guiding creators, shaping worlds, and forging heroes. And first we need to figure out what makes a barbarian a barbarian. At their core, they are tough as nails warriors, channeling primal power and solving many of their problems by hitting them very hard. Their main stat is strength, which fuels just about everything from swinging a great axe to intimidating a door into opening. They also have a D12 hit die, the largest in the game, so you'll be swimming in an ocean of hit points. Let's break down what you get level by level. At level 1, you get your most iconic 3 features: Rage, Unarmored Defense, and Weapon Mastery. Rage is your signature move. If you're not wearing heavy armor, because that's for little babies who are scared of getting hit, you get to use your bonus action to fly into your best impression of a rabies-infested raccoon. You gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Basically, all the pointy, heavy, and sharp things that people try to kill you with. You get bonus damage on all of your strength-based attacks, which scales as you level up. And you get advantage on strength checks and saving throws for any time you need to kick down a wall or arm wrestle a god. The 2024 rules gave Rage a wonderful quality of life improvement. It now lasts until the end of your next turn, but you can easily keep the party going for a full 10 minutes by either attacking an enemy, forcing them to make a saving throw, or just using your bonus action to flex menacingly. This means no more dropping your rage just because you had to open a door. You even get a use of rage back on a short rest now, making it even more reliable. Next up is Unarmored Defense. If you skip wearing the clanky metal suits, your AC now becomes 10 plus your dexterity and constitution modifiers. And that's not counting using a shield. It's a sweet deal if you roll some great stats and allows you to show off your glorious abs. But don't feel pressured. Wearing medium armor is still a totally solid choice. While your stats catch up to you, it might be your best option for some quality AC early on. Finally, we have Weapon Mastery. This is a new system introduced in 2024. As a barbarian, you master 2 melee weapons at level 1, unlocking special properties that you get to use in combat. A great axe could get you the cleave property, allowing you to hit a second enemy on a swing, while a warhammer could be used to topple an enemy, knocking them prone on a hit. You can swap your mastered weapons on a long rest, allowing for great flexibility. You'll gain more masteries as you level up, unlocking 3 at level 4 and 4 at level 10. Real quick, I know you barbarians get angry easily. All I'm asking for is if you've enjoyed it so far, you hit that subscribe button. I won't take too much of your time, sir. Let's get back to the video. Please don't break me in half. At level 2, the pain train keeps rolling as you unlock Reckless Attack and Danger Sense. Reckless Attack is the come at me bro of D&D. It lets you give yourself advantage on strength-based attacks that turn, but the enemies get advantage when they try and hit you back. It's a high-risk, high-reward feature that screams, I'm confident in my mountain of hit points. Danger Sense gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws unless you are incapacitated. You just kind of have this sixth sense about you when a fireball is about to ruin everyone's day. Level 3 is a big one. This is when you get to choose your subclass. More on those in a minute though. You also get the fantastic feature of Primal Knowledge. This gives you an extra skill proficiency, and while raging, you can use your strength modifier for checks like acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, survival. Yes, you heard me, you can use strength for stealth. You're not hiding behind the pillar, you are the pillar. At level 5, you get 2 massive power-ups: extra attack and fast movement. Extra attack is simple but incredible. You can now attack twice instead of once with your attack action. Meanwhile, fast movement increases your move speed by another 10 feet, making sure you can get into the fight and stay there. As you get to higher levels, it just keeps getting better. At level 7, you get Feral Instinct, giving you advantage on initiative rolls, ensuring you act first and establish dominance early. This is paired nicely with Instinctive Pounce, which lets you move immediately up to half your speed when you enter your rage. No more wasted turns. You rage, you close the distance, and you start smashing, all before the enemy caster can even blink. At level 9, you unlock Brutal Strike. This incredible feature allows you to forgo your advantage on one of your reckless attacks so you can access a powerful secondary feature. You could use Forceful Blow, allowing you to knock an enemy back 15 feet. Perfect for pushing enemies off a ledge or pushing them away from your squishy wizard. Or you could use Hamstring Blow to subtract 15 from the opponent's speed, allowing you to lock down those pesky speedy foes. This turns you from a pure damage dealer to a little bit of a tactical controller. Oh, and did I forget to mention you get an extra D10 on top of your damage? Then at level 11, the already great Relentless Rage has gotten a phenomenal upgrade. When you drop to 0 hit points while raging, you can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw to defy death. Instead of popping back up at a measly 1 HP, you now return with hit points equal to 2 times your Barbarian level. That is a huge buffer that makes it ridiculously hard to keep you down. The DC does increase by 5 every time you use this ability, but fundamentally, it makes your survivability go through the roof. The fun continues as you get some new Brutal Strike options at level 13, giving you even more ways to manipulate the battlefield. At level 15, Persistent Rage now means your rage will last for the full 10 minutes, without needing to be sustained. This frees you up for massive multi-stage encounters. At level 17, your Brutal Strikes are now doing a truckload of more damage, going from 1d10 to 2. Indomitable Might, your level 18 feature, ensures you are the master of your own strength. If you make a strength check and roll lower than your overall strength score, you can use your score as the result. No more messing up a roll to kick down a door or grapple a dragon. And finally, at the pinnacle of level 20, you become a Primal Champion. Your strength and constitution scores increase, and their maximums, increasing by a total of 4 points to a maximum of 25. You are now an apex predator and a true force of nature. Now that you know what it means to be a barbarian, let's dive into the 4 subclasses to find out what your preferred flavor of rage is about. The 2024 Player's Handbook offers us the Path of the Berserker, the Path of the Wildheart, the Path of the Zealot, and the all-new Path of the World Tree. Let's kick things off with the classic, the iconic, the Path of the Berserker. This path is for those who want to embody pure, unadulterated violence. The Berserker has been totally revamped to become one of the most reliable damage dealers in the game, no longer plagued by its terrible curse. The biggest change is to its level 3 ability, Frenzy. The old version gave you an extra attack, but at the cost of an exhaustion point. Kinda felt like getting a hangover after your own party. Now that is gone. The new Frenzy deals extra damage anytime you use Reckless Attack while raging. On your first hit, you roll a number of d6s equal to the number of your rage damage bonus. This is a huge free damage boost that no longer eats your bonus action or punish you for being awesome. At level 6, Mindless Rage makes you immune to the Charmed and Frightened conditions while raging. Super important to stay focused on smashing. At level 10, Retaliation lets you use your reaction to hit a creature within 5 feet of you that has just struck you. More attacks, more damage. It's the Berserker way. Finally, at level 14, you get Intimidating Presence. This lets you use your bonus action to potentially frighten the enemies around you as they have to save against your DC based off of your strength. The 2024 Berserker is simple, deadly, and ridiculously good at their job. Total destruction. Next, we have the Path of the Wildheart, which some of you might remember as the Totem Warrior. This barbarian feels a kinship with animals and draws on their primal powers. This subclass is all about utility and being able to adapt on the fly. It's for the barbarian who would ask, what would a bear do? And the answer is always, cause problems. At level 3, you get Animal Speaker. This lets you cast Speak with Animals and Beast Sense as rituals for some great role-playing flavor. And more importantly, you get the ability Rage of the Wilds. Whenever you rage, you channel the spirit of a bear, eagle, or a wolf. The 2024 bear grants resistance to all damage types except Force, Necrotic, Psychic, and Radiant damage, which is still incredibly tough. The eagle lets you dash and disengage as a bonus action, leading to unparalleled levels of mobility. And the wolf gives your allies advantage on enemies within your range. A fantastic support option. The best part? You can now switch these benefits anytime after a long rest, leading to fantastic adaptability. At level 6, you gain even more animal aspects to call upon. The owl provides dark vision or buffs the dark vision you already have. The panther provides you a climb speed, and the salmon provides you a swim speed. At level 10, you get access to Nature Speaker, allowing you to ritual cast the Commune with Nature spell. And at level 14, you get your final additions to the animal aspects. The lion turns you into a fantastic defender, as enemies will have disadvantage on attacks against anyone else if you're within 5 feet of them. The ram allows you to knock enemies prone as you swing your weapon wildly. And guess what? The falcon, you have a fly speed now. Yeah, that's right. Flying barbarian time. The Wildheart Barbarian is a versatile and powerful class for those who want to pick something that isn't just raw damage focus. The Path of the Zealot Barbarian are for those who channel a divine essence into their rage. The 2024 version shifts the focus from being easier to come back from the dead to now just being damn near impossible to kill. You're not just angry, you are God's wrath. At level 3, Divine Fury allows you to add radiant or necrotic damage to the first hit you land while raging. You also get Warrior of the Gods, which now gives you a pool of D12s that you can access to self-heal. This self-sustain makes you incredibly hard to kill. At level 6, Fanatical Focus lets you re-roll a failed saving throw and add your rage damage bonus to it. A great safety net against any of those nasty spell effects. At level 10, Zealous Presence is a battle cry that gives up to 10 allies advantage on attack rolls and saving throws for the next turn. An absolutely game-changing buff. And at level 14, Rage of the Gods turns you into a divine avatar for 1 minute. You get a fly speed. You get resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage. And you can even use your reaction to bring back an ally who dropped down to 0. The Zealot is a holy warrior who hits hard, refuses to die, and lifts up those around him. And finally, our brand new addition, the Path of the World Tree. These barbarians tap into the cosmic vitality of Yggdrasil. becoming both protectors and battlefield controllers. This is a support tank hybrid that's unlike any barbarian we've seen before. A barbarian who learned the power of friendship and using it to smash things better. At level 3, you get Vitality of the Tree. When you rage, you gain temporary hit points equal to your barbarian level. Even better, at the start of each of your turns while raging, you can grant temporary hit points to any allies within 10 feet of you. It's a constant and renewable shield for your allies. At level 6, Branches of the Tree allows you to use a reaction to pull an enemy 30 feet towards you and drop their speed to 0. It's a violent get over here. Perfect for protecting your squishier party members. At level 10, Battering Roots extends your melee range by an additional 10 feet for any weapons that have the heavy or versatile properties. This creates a massive threat zone that you are now in charge of. At level 14, Travel Along the Tree gives you a 60-foot teleport that you can use while raging. And once per rage, you can extend that range to 150 feet and take 6 allies with you, offering insane battlefield repositioning strategies for the party. So you've seen the features and you've seen the subclasses now. How do you put it all together? Remember that you have your ability score improvements or your ASIs at levels 4, 8, 12, 16, and don't forget at level 19 you get access to an epic boon. But for any barbarian, your #1 priority is your strength. Get it as high as you can, as fast as you can. You're a barbarian, not a librarian. And after that, focus on your constitution. It fuels your hit points and your unarmored defense. A 14 in dexterity is good to have if you have plans of wearing medium armor though. For feats, Great Weapon Master is a classic for barbarians, and it pairs nicely with the Brutal Strike feature. If you happen to be using a polearm with the World Tree Barbarian, Polearm Master is a must-have, and you can never go wrong with the tough feat. Even more hit points? Why wouldn't you want to be more unkillable? Now that you've seen the new 2024 Barbarian, which subclass are you feeling the most? Are you drawn to the pure damage of the Berserker? The adaptability of the Wildheart? The friendship is power vibe of the World Tree? Or the holy wrath of the Zealot? Let me know in those comments below. In the end, the Barbarian is the ultimate frontline warrior. They are durable, high damage forces of nature, and able to soak up an incredible amount of punishment and dish back even more. No matter which path you choose, you are destined to be a legend on the battlefield. But thanks for watching. If you found the guide helpful, hit that like button and that subscribe button. It goes a long way with this little growing channel. I've been Sir Bearsworth, guiding creators, shaping worlds, and forging heroes. Now get out there and go rage.